Chapter 3, A Diverging Path. Let's go. We're back on the train. I missed a lot of puzzles, so I gotta go to Granny Riddleton's. It's cooler to get them, from the people, because then I can hear the dialogue. As if I don't skip the dialogue half the time anyway. It'd be cool if when you went to Granny Riddleton's, it, showed the person that would have originally given it to you, or the place you would have originally gotten and given you the dialogue. But oh well, as long as I do the puzzles, that's all that matters. Okay, we will do that. I gotta go to Granny's. I don't remember the layout of the train at all. But I'm also very upset, because, there's no new hint coins. We've already been here, we've already explored this train fully. And I've used up hint coins massively, so I'm very upset that there won't be any new ones. I need a new location quickly so I can get more. Okay, let's head forward. Yeah, I don't remember the layout, so I'm just going to go everywhere, see what's up, and I'm going to click everything just in case. Never know when there will be something new. Puzzles, coins. I pray for the coins. What's up? I beg your pardon, sir, but we're not open for business at the moment. Do visit us later. You're really closed? Yes, you see, on the way to Luxembourg, there's a long lit tunnel we have to pass through. While in the tunnel, none of the scenic views our restaurant affords patrons will be visible. It is Mr. Beluga's wish that all patrons be able to enjoy the scenery while they dine. What if somebody's just fucking hungry and they don't care what's outside their window? You're gonna deny them food? What a terrible service. Classy, more like dumb. Hey, hey. Classy, more like gassy. Get it? Go to the kitchen. See what's up. How are you? How's my little guy doing? I knew it'd be tough without him around, but I didn't realize how lonely I'd get. Is he happy? Don't you worry, he's doing great. He'll be fit as a fiddle before you know it. Where is he exactly? Is he, in your bag? He's probably dead. He probably suffocated. I'm actually about to close up the kitchen and take a break until we get to Luxembourg. Most of the train shuts down for this leg of the trip, so you might as well go rest in your room. Also, it's weird how Flora got, fucking molested by a shadowy figure, and that's just kind of who knows what happened there. I'm waiting for a reveal. What kind? I don't know. Now, this was this is Tom's mother's room, of course. Not many people around. This has got to be Granny's, right? Thank you. I need your assistance. With a bunch. Holy shit. Pass the apples. Let's do it. I feel like this whole video is just going to be spent doing these. Johnny and Thomas are each carrying some apples. If Johnny gave Thomas one apple, the two men would each have the same number of apples. Conversely, if Thomas gave Johnny 2 apples, Johnny would have 3 times the number of apples that Thomas would have. How many apples did Peter Piper pick? That is the question. Okay, I started at 3 and 5, just as a trial and error place to start, and I went up from there until I arrived at the conclusion, which is 5 and 7. Wait, which one has which? Johnny has more, so he's the one with 7. There's nothing to show there. I don't like to all of a sudden, just on so many puzzles, read the question and then cut to my solution, but there's nothing to... The commentary would be me just doing math. Be thinking, okay, well, 3... And there's nothing interesting to listen to or watch, so I have to cut, because it's... Yeah. Also, if any of these puzzles also come with, camera pieces or whatever, do I still get that if I do them here? I actually don't know. You would have to, right? Huh. I don't remember if any of the ones I did before came with anything like that. In order to wrap the flower, just like the leftmost drawing, how should you begin your wrapping? What the fuck? I don't know! What am I, a fucking rapper? What am I, a rapist? What is... Is this even a thing that you could know? I don't even know how to use logic to figure this out. Do you think I rap things? I don't know anything about rapping. So I would guess it's C or D. But I genuinely don't even know how I would know. The green is on the outside. And I'm gonna say C. Fuck you. What a shitty puzzle. It was stupid. Or the shitty and stupid one could be me. That's also a possibility. The Professor Layton LPs are just self-deprecation, the series, apparently. Oh, okay. Well, that answers my question. I do still get the stuff. I got a hamster toy. Can work on that later. I don't know. I don't remember how many steps he needs now. After we got him through the first round, and he lost some pounds. Which house where? Below our house is A, B, C, D, each of which is a different color. I cannot color with the memo. That would be cool, but I can't do it. But I do like this kind of puzzle. So yeah, let's figure out what they are. I can at least write on them, like, red. Yep. So, the red house is closer to the pine tree than the blue house. Alright. I need to stop doodling. The yellow house is closer to the lake than the green. The green house is closer to the power lines than the blue. D is either yellow, blue, or green. Okay. Change the color of each... Oh, I don't even need it. Well, fucking, I wanted to use the memo, but you actually give me these. That's pretty good of you. So, D is not red. Let's change that real quick. So let's focus on which one could be red then, out of the other three. It says red is closer to the pine tree than the blue. So red is either B or C. Let's just make them both red to know that. Okay. And the blue, it's closer to the pine tree than the blue house. The green is closer to the power lines than the blue house. So I would imagine this is green, and that's blue. The yellow house is closer to the lake than the green house. Could that be yellow and that be blue? Does that still work? Red house is closer to the pine tree than the blue house. That does not work. That would have to be... The yellow house is closer to the lake. Is that closer? I guess it kind of is. The yellow is closer to the lake than the green house. The green is closer to the power lines than the blue house. The red is closer to the pine tree than the blue. I feel like that's gotta be it. Go for it.
This should do the trick.
Great. Coloring is fun.
Huh. Wonderful.
Making progress. Thanks. What would I do without Granny? She's just the great. Board splitter. Oh, God. Another. It's not that bad. It's just... Anytime I see a sequel puzzle, it's like, unoriginal. That's not cool. Here we have yet another inconveniently shaped board. This one's even more unwieldy than the last. So you need to cut it in. Yeah, the last one was like super simple. This one is a little more tricky. Assuming you aren't allowed to flip either of the pieces over, where should you cut it in order to achieve the above? Where do I... Oh, I draw it on here. Okay, well... Probably somewhere. I think it's... obviously, you'll have to cut it somewhere in the middle parts. I think it would be like this. Then that would be... That row would be gone. That would be there, and then you get that in, and then you... Sure, yes, all that. Sure.
Consider this puzzle solved.
Cool.
And
I don't...
There we have it.
Hate those puzzles. It's just like I want different ones. Anytime I see 2 or 7, it's like, oh, a battery. Neat. Even though even the ones with the original names are often not original puzzles, but there's a higher chance. Okay, what is this? In a far-off country, there's a king whose favorite pastime is showing off the latest possessions he's collected. The subjects of his kingdom are forbidden to purchase items the king has acquired for a month or so. Only once he's tired of his new purchase can the common folk finally buy... It's not a fucking collection if you tire of it within a month. What kind of collector are you? Shame. Damn it. However, the other day, the king bought a new item that had him all but commanding his subjects to buy one of the same item as soon as possible. The cat, so that he could have a cat he could play with other cats. The phone, so that he could talk to other people on the phone, because the phone is pretty useless if nobody else has a phone. The TV, so that he could talk to other people about shows that he likes. The phone is probably the most likely. I don't know why it would be the cactus. So I'm going to go with the phone. But that seems way too simple, but also very logical, so okay, yeah. Yeah, like that's not even really
There we have it.
a question at all. Like, I don't know how you would ever not get that right. Hatch weather. There is a fellow with very particular rules about when he wears his best hat. This entire video really is going to be the Granny Riddleton puzzles, it looks like. Okay, we'll read all of the details later. There's a chart of when this man wore his hat over the course of the week. Use the panels to fill in the weather for... Oh, this is kind of cool. I like this. Keeping in mind, it doesn't rain on cloudy days. That's weird. But, yeah, I get what it means, that obviously it's counting those as separate things. Okay, so, when it's sunny, he always wears his hat. Okay, so we got hats on sunny days. When it's rainy, he doesn't. Well, then I think we can pretty safely do this. When it's cloudy, he doesn't wear his hat, unless it's been cloudy for 2 days in a row. Well, then he would have to wear it there. Right? Oh, no. Because it says, if it's been cloudy for 2 days in a row, he wears his hat on the second of those days. Ah, you've thrown a wrench into my plans. I was going to say that's way too simple. Well, I mean, where else would it go? That one's locked down, right? I can't move that. So, the only way to fill in one of the cloud ones is for it to be 2 days in a row. But how can that be when there's only one other cloud and it's locked down? So I was thinking, of course, like putting it on the end, either end, because you don't know, but like, we're only talking about 1 week. We don't know what came before or after. It's got to go on the end, though. That's weird. Okay. Which end? Would that work? No, it's because he wears his hat on the second cloudy day, so it would have to be this? Am I just supposed to assume that the Saturday that we don't see over here was cloudy? I guess I have to. It wasn't what I was thinking at first at all, but that's the only way it can work. So, go.
And now to test.
Oh dear God, I'm so sorry.
And there we have
My
it.
deepest apologies. Excuse me greatly. I did it. One more. Let's do it. It is painting the flag. You have coloring again. Yay. A pristine white flag that you want to color into 3 sections as shown below. You have 3 paints. 3 paints. No 2 adjacent sections of the flag can be the same color. Each section can only be 1 color. And you can't change the numbers or size of these sections. If you aren't allowed to mix paint, how many distinct flag designs are possible? That's cool that they said that you can't mix paint. But see, this is an example where I want more. Like, I know I can go to the memo, but they should let you change the color, like with the houses. Why don't they do that here? That's weird. Like, why can't I touch it and change the colors? That's just silly. Okay, there's 4 different colors. That's the trick. They want you to think there's 3, but there's also white. So we'll just call white D. So let's just think about it here. That you can do A, B, A. You can do A, B, C. A, B, D. Do A, C, A, C, B, A, C, D. A, D, A, D, B, A, D, C. That's 9. And then there's 4 different ones. So 9 times 4 is 36. Yay! At first I was just thinking about the 3 colors, and I was like, oh, there's also white! Don't forget it! Fantastic. I did it! I feel like I gotta leave Granny Riddleton's and do something somewhere else before I end the video. What's up? Finally, it's time to get down to business and defeat the Huns. What do you mean? Didn't you just finish repairing the train? Sorta, but before I can kick back, I gotta do oops. I mean nothing. Things are good. So the train is gonna crash. Good. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.